Just a quick analysis of today's, actually this week's oil. We can see that this is the oil day one, right? Monday, it opened around this area here. This is the area. It gave us a couple of, I would say, indecisive days here and here. Gave us a couple of indecisive days, and then it started pushing up. As you can see, let's have get one of these things here. From this area here, it started pushing up, and then it pushed up even further and further, and it's just been going up and up. And this is on the daily, right? But bear in mind, if we look properly, right, it's below the 200-day moving average, which indicates to us that it's still overall bearish. But as you know, prices step up or they step down. That's generally how they do. So we can see this as a step up or a correction, or whatever you want to call it. It's a step up, and then it can come back down and follow down in its descent and give us a new low around this area. That is possible. But this week it's been going up, right? And I just wanted to give you the overall information about where we are first. Now, if we go down to the next level, which I look at, is either the hourly or the 4 hourly, but the hourly is a bit more my cup of tea. Now, if you look at the hourly, it's not going to be as clear cut as what we just saw just going up, but you can see it's kind of gone up quite a while. Let me just get rid of this arrow. It's been going up quite a while, as we established on the daily chart. It's been going up fair. It's just been going up, and there hasn't really been room to get in. Only today it's been you were able to get into this market here. Let's have a look. Right here, in the small hours of the morning GMT time, we could get into the market around, let's have a look, around this area here. If you got decent indications, you could have hit the market there just to get in on a buy. As you can see, there's a 200-day moving average on the hourly chart, and there's a confluence in moving average. When it crosses, we know that we're in buy territory. So we were in buy territory for a minute, and it would not let you in. I suppose you could get in here and here and possibly down here, but it's not that. I wouldn't call it a retracement or a correction or whatever people want to call it, or a step down. The only step down I can see here is this one here, and that's not even really a good one, but that's the only one I could see. It's kept its structure, giving us higher highs. There's higher highs here, here, and just recently a higher high, and now it's coming down, straight down. So depending on where this stops, this is on the hourly chart, right? Depending on where it stops will depend on how we get back in. When I go down to the 5-minute chart now, on the 5-minute chart, it looks quite crazy if you ask me. But I had some technical issues earlier on today, and I missed two major opportunities for me, right? The first one was around this area here. Let me just get the thingy. See that candle right there? That candle was my candle to get in. I would have taken that candle and just come out on this candle. That's all I was going to do today, right? That would have been fine. But I had a technical issue with my PC, and I didn't get my alerts, so I missed that. Right. Then I had an opportunity on this candle, not the red one, this one here, this candle next to it. That's where I had an opportunity to get in. That's where I got another signal. which would have given me a nice ride up on that situation there. But yet again, I didn't get a signal on that, and that's on a different laptop. So I was on 2 different laptops today, and both of them gave me problems. Both of them. One didn't give me a alarm, and the other one didn't give me a signal. So this is what happens sometimes, but not to worry, because this is what happens. Now look, you can see what's happened. Massive bearish signal here, or candle, kind of undernar here, and then it gave us another massive bearish signal. But if we look a bit further into it, you can see that the reason why it was probably giving us a bit of a stall here, it's stalled in this area, is because if you look to the left, you can see this area is some sort of support stroke resistance area, and then it broke, and now it's come down, and it has not given us another signal. Let's have a look. Yes, it has actually. This here, this candle, that is a bearish signal. That's a bearish signal right now. And I'm just thinking, right, I don't know, but at the end of the day, this is out of my normal marketing hours. I don't really market after a certain time because I find my signals not to be as accurate. They do work, but they don't work as accurate as my normal trading hours. So if we go back straight to the daily chart, right? Can you see the daily chart now? Can you see the daily is bearish? Even though we had all that craziness going on all week, it has the propensity, right? I'm not saying it's gonna do it, but from where the situation is at the moment, where the candle is right now, right? Maybe today or maybe next week, this here can drop all the way back down to here, which will be in line with the structure of the daily time frame. You see what I mean? Even though we had all this bullish activity this week, it just could be the step up. So this is the problem, and the thing is that I do get some decent signals out of it, but if they're out of market hours, I tend not to do them because they kind of, I wouldn't say 50-50, but yeah, I'll say 50-50. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But sometimes you miss opportunities and you wish you did take it. But that's the way the game is. You can't think, because there will always be another opportunity. It always is. Look what happened last week. Look how it sold off completely last week. Crazy sell-off. You see it from here? Look at this massive signal, bearish candle, and it just kept going down until it reached some sort of bottom, and then it came back up. So if you thought you missed this opportunity, right, the next week we got this opportunity. So why are you fretting? Next week it might just do the same thing. It might go down or it might go all the way up. We don't know. Look, around this area, look, all the way down, gave it a bit of messing around, went up, went down. There's opportunity. So even though I've missed this opportunity today, and I might miss this one because it's out of hours and it's just pushing right down, and I got a signal, but it's 10-2, which means the open New York session is opened an hour ago, but the New York Stock Exchange is going to open in half an hour. So it's really, when I say really volatile, it really is volatile. And this is the problem. Look at it, it's still pushing down. It's still pushing down, but I will not, if I was to take this trade, I will not take the trade on this kind of situation whereby it's above the 200-day moving average, right? The time frames above it are bullish, right? And the most crucial part is that price has not crossed this area here. It hasn't crossed the 200-day moving average. So these are the things that I just wouldn't even do it. And like I said, it's out of my office hours. I do trade out of my office hours, but not all the time. And I'm not interested in this because as far as I'm concerned, I had 2 opportunities today, beautiful ones, but I missed them through technicalities. So no problem. Let me fix the technicalities and come back next week. It's as simple as that. I hope you've learned something about the structure that I've just showed you there. And just let me know if you've got any questions, or if you want me to discuss anything else, just let me know. Subscribe to the channel and become a Pip Easy Soldier.